This is how I made 30K in one day, taking multiple trades. I took about 3 trades today. Going into this week, like I said, from last week, I was telling all the people on the Discord and YouTube that we're going down. But we're going down very slowly. So last week, we filled into this daily fair value gap and then flushed down. And today we had this weekly gaps here and also daily fair value gap. So we just poked through the daily fair value gap during the Asia session and London session. And we were grabbing liquidity. You see this, how it's consolidating here. And as we come into this Monday, we left this big gaps that were going to get filled. So today was just very easy because we got into this very fair value gap and also this weekly fair value gap. So the market was giving us the signal to go down, that it is okay to go down. And because we left these gaps, it was giving us more confluence that the market was going to go down. So as soon as market opened, in this market, what I like to do is I want the market to take out any kind of liquidity above, to take out all the shorts. So all the shorts are going to get stopped out here. Ideally, if we took this 930 high, that would have been better. So I was looking to short here, but I missed that move because it didn't take this 930 high, and we just came flush down. But you see how we had this 5-minute fair value gap. So I was waiting for price to retrace back into this 5-minute fair value gap, and this is also layered with this new week opening gap high. So this new week opening gap high acts as a resistance or support, but because we went through this new week opening gap high, it's going to act as a resistance, and this is layered with 5-minute FVG. So I took a very comfortable short here, and I basically had like zero drawdown. You know, you just poke through, grab some liquidity, and then went straight down. My first target was this, midpoint of new week opening gap, but my final target was this monthly fair value gap midpoint. So if you go to monthly, we have these big monthly gaps here, and then this is the midpoint. So I was looking for price to poke this monthly fair value gap and see some resistance. So that was my first trade. Once we came down here, my second trade was like a scalp trade. But once we came down and got into this, we created this very small market structure shift layered with this breaker. So we didn't get into this breaker. But once I saw how we reacted off of this, I think I took longs around this area. And because I was confident that the price is going to move towards this monthly fair value gap midpoint, I took very short longs here. I was not that confident in this trade, but it did work out, and I was in with small sizing, so I was able to work that out. But the big and good trade was short from this monthly fair value gap midpoint. So once we got this low high, higher high, once we took this liquidity, I waited for price to poke down, get rejected, and I re-entered on this midpoint of fair value gap, monthly fair value gap, and this trade as well basically had no drawdown. My stop loss was sitting at this high, and I entered on this midpoint, and I was targeting, because we left this 15-minute fair value gap, I could have targeted this low, but I mean, since we came down like so much in the morning, I didn't want to hold until this low gets taken. But I still think it's gonna get taken sometime, maybe like in the afternoon session. But I'm not looking to hold this trade for like hours. So I was targeting this low of this 15-minute fair value gap, and this is like 10 RR trade. So this was a big trade that got me like another 15K ish, and this was layered with this 15-minute FEG midpoint. So you could have shorted here, but I had this really good confluence that needed to get revisited, which I took, and got a really clean move downside, zero drawdown, and we are consolidating here. We made an SMT with ES, so ES took lower low, but NQ didn't. So they're in a little bit of disagreement right now, but I still think that it's gonna get taken in the afternoon session or maybe lunch. I'm not sure. I'm not looking to trade in the afternoon because we made a really clean move towards the downside, and yeah, this week same drill, basically same drill as yesterday. Still bearish until this quarterly order block gets met, honestly. So we still have some way to go. However, this is going to be a very long and slow and dreadful downward movement. So you got to be careful. You always want to wait for price to take some sort of a liquidity, and then you want to bet against it so that you have low drawdown but big reward. All right, thanks for watching.